So here we go, the principal's principles. Every year, seniors come up on this stage and reflect on the exceptional accomplishments of their graduating class. They will claim that their class is unique, somehow different than the decades of students that have come before them. But unlike those classes, this class actually is unique. Not unique because of our freshman year homecoming skit, our morning video announcements, or any actual accomplishment on our part. No, this class is unique because we've had not one, not two, no, not three, but 4 principals. Now, not every graduating class can say that they single-handedly caused 3 principals to leave the school. So how exactly did we do it? Well, let's start at the beginning. Brent Peterson. Now, I'm gonna be honest. We had to look up his first name to write this speech. But the one thing I do remember is what a steady presence he was around campus. After 10 years at BHS, he knew what his values and ideals were and handled any situation with ease and consistency. This was only possible because he had a strong understanding of who he was and what he hoped to accomplish. Brent Peterson showed us the value of knowing who you are. Alas, even that strength of self was only enough to get him through 1 year with our class. After 32 years in the district, we spurred Principal Peterson into retirement. Now, Jake Haley was next to enter the ring. With his youth and enthusiasm, he was involved with everything on campus. He embraced his new role as principal and truly explored all that BHS has to offer. From Jake Haley, we learned to explore the world around us. Now, you'd think this homegrown Islander would be able to handle anything Bainbridge could throw at him. But the prospect of 2 more years with our class was enough to drive him all the way to California. After this sudden exit, who better to take on the role of principal than Mary Alice O'Neill? For some unexplainable reason, she actually likes teenagers. She has a passion for this island and for this school district and wanted to help out wherever she was needed. In her brief foray out of retirement, Mary Alice taught us the importance of knowing what you want and going after it. But thanks to the wisdom gained from her predecessors, Mary Alice knew that more than 1 year with our class was simply not feasible. The tally went, class of 2016, 3, BHS principals, 0. Finally, the district called in an outsider to tame the beast of 2016. Now, Principal Dwayne Fish embraced this role, coming in with a clear vision and goals for the school. Instead of enjoying an easy honeymoon, he wasn't afraid to sacrifice his own popularity in his efforts to instigate change. But as a senior leaving this school behind, I am confident that BHS is in capable hands. Dwayne Fish gave us an appreciation for sacrifice and its role in any undertaking. So now 2016, in Dwayne Fish, we've met our match. Our reign of terror has come to an end, and it's high time we leave this school behind. But we won't be leaving empty-handed. The lessons we have learned from this revolving door of principles leave us with one clear parting message. Ultimately, life isn't about what you want. It's about what you're willing to sacrifice to get there. I don't care what your dreams are. And frankly, the world doesn't either. Now, don't get me wrong, it is nice to have goals. But at the end of the day, you have to be willing to roll up your sleeves and do the work. Nobody becomes a doctor without years spent grinding through med school. And you won't wake up tomorrow with that perfect girlfriend or the ability to ace every test simply because you wish for it. No, dreams are built in the dark, with no one around watching or cheering you on. Behind every great moment in history are thousands of moments we never hear about. Thousands of moments of sweat and toil and small successes that ultimately create just one dream, one shining moment. People we know as great or heroic are not great because of the moments we remember them for. It is for every moment we have never seen and never will. We must learn to live for these small moments, to find joy and fulfillment in the toil of pursuing our dreams. Now, this may seem like a daunting task, but these last 4 years, these last 4 principles have each modeled something that we can use. So go out there and explore the world. Learn who you are, figure out what you want, and be prepared to sacrifice for it. Go get them, 2016, and in the words of the great Russell Wilson, go Hawks.
Awesome. That was wild.
He was semi-white guy.
Yeah. Where's my basketball?
Is that right?
With Mark Middleton. One of our basketball players. Yeah, we're all white guys.
This is for the class of 2016. You go.
Oh, go Toby.
Just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for. But then I guess we know there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a carnival ship as it's harmless, like wind off the sea, like a stream that lights a sea dropped by a bird in the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better.
I'm Dwayne Fish, principal of Bainbridge High School. On behalf of Eagle Harbor High School Principal David Shockley and myself, I'd like to welcome everyone to our celebration of the Bainbridge Island School District Class of 2016. First, I would like to take a moment to thank the members of our teaching staff, classified support personnel, district administration, and board members for all being here this afternoon to help us graduate the class of 2016. Without their support and guidance, our students would not be at the doorstep of the next opportunity. Thank you for all you've done for our graduates. Today is almost exclusively about the members of the class of 2016 and these graduates sitting here before me. But I would be remiss if I did not take a moment to publicly acknowledge that this will be the final graduation ceremony presided over by our retiring superintendent, Faith Chapel. I guess that's one thing Ryan could have put in that speech. See, you guys chased off a superintendent too, so okay. Mrs. Chapel, thank you so much for all you've done in your years with us. You will surely be missed by many. Our staff, community, and these graduates wish you the best always. People dedicating their lives to educating kids is truly something special. This year, BHS says goodbye to several retiring teachers. Mr. Bob Mize, Mrs. Barbara Dinas, Senora Maria Rivera, and Mr. Dan McLean. Thank you to each of you. From all of us at BHS, you will truly be missed. Now, class of 2016, we're here today to celebrate you. Celebrate your accomplishments, and there are many. In my 4 years as principal, this is by far the most decorated and accomplished group of young people I've ever had the pleasure to meet or work with. Each year, the Washington State Office of the Superintendent of Public Instruction honors the top 10% of all graduates in the state of Washington with the Washington State Honors Award. Of the 304 BHS graduates sitting in front of you, 125 received that distinction. Mr. McLean can confirm I'm not good in math, but that's 41% of our graduating class received that honor. It's amazing. You have 10 valedictorians with 4.0 GPAs, 2 Presidential Scholar finalists, 4 National Merit Scholar finalists, 4 Service Academy appointments. To illustrate your collective academic success, you have earned over $1 million awarded in tuition and scholarship to 102 colleges and universities in 27 states and 3 countries. Folks, it's not just in the classroom. The class of 2016 also had one of the top color guards in the state, one of the best marching bands and concert bands in the state of Washington. 10 of our athletic teams finished in the top 10 in the state this year, including a second place finish, the best in school history by boys swim and dive. Heck, this class even had a Seattle Marathon age division champion in valedictorian Ryan Cox. It appears
A bald eagle and its 2 babies.
That's it. That's America right there. Yeah. I'll tell you what. It appears there is absolutely nothing this class can't do, including get the ball into the flag. Okay, speaking of tremendous seasons, for the second consecutive year in a row, at least that I'm aware of, senior members from our crew team are rowing at nationals this weekend. Congratulations and best of luck to seniors Corinna Munn, Tika Drury, Gemma Lazina, and Jesse Sheldon. And while we will forever be proud of all of your accomplishments, please keep sight of what's vitally important in your journey through life. It's who you become as a person that is vitally important. With so much success, it's very easy to lose sight of who you are becoming versus who you truly want to be. Despite all you've already accomplished, there's so much more success coming for each of you, and it's my one hope that you will always see the value in the life skill of being kind. When asked by many about what I would say today to the class of 2016, I made one promise. I would not reference a historic figure, and I will not do that today. Instead, to illustrate my point and help me deliver my hope that each of you will understand what I mean by the skill of being kind, I've enlisted the help of country artist Tim McGraw. I'm not going to sing, no. I will quote him though. When the dreams you're dreaming come to you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Don't expect a free ride from no one. Don't hold a grudge or a chip, and here's why. Bitterness keeps you from flying. Always stay humble and kind. Hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, and don't lie. I know you've got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. Don't take for granted the love this life gives you. When you get where you're going, don't forget to turn back around and help the next one in line. Always stay humble and kind. Superintendent Faith Chapel, it is my honor to present to you Bainbridge High School graduating class of 2016.
And thank you to all who have gathered here today to help us honor and recognize this remarkable group of young people called the Class of 2016. We're really pleased to have all of you here. And we've been hearing about how unique this class is, and I think we've seen a lot of evidence that that is true. The first class that I can recall where we had rain. And yet you are so powerful that we now have sun. And the first class to be so anointed, I would say. So we do know that you are very unique. You know, when you think about graduation and the reason why we gather for this kind of tradition, it is a true important milestone in everyone's life. And it is important that we come together as a community to celebrate that, because it does represent one of the most important transitions, an end and a beginning. When I first started teaching, I had a poster in my class. This was back 40 years ago, and that poster said on it, if you want to touch the past, touch a rock. If you want to touch the present, touch a flower. If you want to touch the future, touch a life. 40 years later, I think that's really still true. As a class, you definitely have touched the rock. In fact, you've touched it so much that you're ready to leave. But I hope in a symbolic sense that you're also aware of what kind of foundation that has been provided to you by your teachers, by your parents, and by this community, and that you really will not forget some of those foundational learnings that you've developed here on the Rock. As you celebrate today, there certainly are a lot of flowers I see that parents are holding, a lot of flowers here on the stage. Yes, they are an important symbol of celebration. And they are also a symbol of how short life can be and how important it is for us to take those opportunities to really celebrate accomplishment and to celebrate the present. I hope you'll take some time today, your last day together as the class of 2016, and as you go off to different celebrations tonight and celebrate, hopefully, most of you together, that you will really take that time to connect, because you're going to be going so many different directions. Today is important. And as you get ready to make this transition, as you look around you today, you really have surrounded in a circle people who have invested in you. They have made that choice to touch the future by touching your life. Every single person is here by choice. They chose you. And while we celebrate your accomplishments, I hope what you will recognize is that they're here because they care, because they love you, and because they're invested in you. And as you go off into the world, I hope that you will take that lesson with you and pay that forward. Wherever you go, where you work, where you live, where you choose to spend your time, where you raise your families, you're going to have a chance to make a difference in someone's life. And I hope you'll really take that opportunity and pay forward the kind of investment and the kind of love and care that you've experienced so far. Congratulations, class of 2016. We celebrate your accomplishments and we celebrate you. And it is time to say, well done. It's time to come forward and get your diplomas. Congratulations.
It's going to be a while.
Jordan Maria. Nathan Kolin Johnson. Ryan Shane Cox. Michael Baker Goury. Andrew Aaron Carson. Andrew Yalan. Ashley Paige Annick. Samuel Benjamin Weissong. Lucas Fritz Ryan. Lawrence Erickson. Claire Eleanor Cranley. Matt Rotian. Sydney Emma Riddell. Matthias Harrison Francis. Aaron Margaret Kempis. Truman Henry Miller. Robin Xiaofang Hilderman. Armin Jacob Louis. Amy Catherine Willerford. Colby Lockwood Jensen. Carl Anderson.
Tova Levine.
Paul Robert Sander.
Sarah Mather.
Christopher Athon Madsen. Talbot Nicholas Miller. Russ Henry Enlang. Jared Arthur Cordell. Micah Nathan Russell. Zachary Clark.
Michael, oh my gosh.
Samuel Pelly. Connor Dalton. Cole Chardine. Eric Appleby. Anton Easterbrook. Parker Huntington Costa. Mateo
Madison Albright Scott.
Fiona Stevens. Cora Rose Eden. Jessica Caitlin Markowitz. Arthur Young. Paulina Elizabeth Brady. Annie Elizabeth Comstock. Elizabeth Foley. Oceana Celeste William. Amanda Seifert. June Moore. Katrina Lay. Catherine Carter. Hannah Rubeck.
Meg Brown.
Cole Pugliano. Leah Suzanne Potter. Caroline Monroe Devlin. Anna Ducey. Victoria Elaine Brady. Samuel Holzer. Hannah Francisca Weaver. Amber Powell. Natalie Therese Beatty.
Where's your shakers? Did you pass them out? I don't have one.
Truce Lance. Megan Renee Selman.
Hey, Megan!
Georgia Rose Seltzer. Madeline Cole. Elizabeth Medved. Catherine Riley Thomas. Sonia Olson. Claire Pauline Fowler. Eliana Cowan. Kaylee Jane Preston. Faith Genevieve Congrave Eckford Prosser. Sophie Ruth Bodlovich. Jacob Vladimirovich Sokol. Micah Rourke Kirshner. Jack Armando Miller. Rosemary Brown. Niels Clayton Summers.
Otis Dockstader.
Nathaniel Opolsky.
Sabrina Blacksmith.
Reed Tyner Thomas.
Megan T. Anderson.
Thomas Mark Middleton.
Hannah Gillot.
Ian Mackin.
Hannah Bass.
Nathan Andrew Marsh.
Gonna end.
Lucinda May DeBolt. Devin Turner. Angela Curran. Bennett Thomas Biggers.